Hello there, grade 5. Today we are going to learn about the reproductive system. Okay, just to avoid awkwardness, I would like to request for you to wear your earphones or headsets. Okay? Kasi we will be mentioning some terms which others might find inappropriate, especially for the younger ones. In other words, parental guidance is advised. Okay, anyway, just kidding around. Our body is composed of several efficient and hard working organ systems that enable us to perform life functions. We have our basic body systems. Okay, first is our circulatory system. Okay, the main organ here is the heart. The purpose of the circulatory system is to supply oxygen. Okay? Pakita lang muna natin ang ating heart. Okay, we have the right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and the left ventricle. Okay. The purpose of the circulatory system is basically to supply oxygen all throughout the body. Okay, blood flow yan. Okay, blood flow ang circulatory system. Which includes, of course, the blood vessels. Importante because it's like they are the highway, the road where the blood will pass through. We have the basic blood vessels natin such as the arteries, veins, and capillaries. Okay, those are the basic. Yun na nga, and ang heart din kasi natin, the purpose of the heart is just to pump blood. Okay, not just, but technically to pump blood. Kasi without the heart, hindi magkakaroon ng oxygen supply ang ating katawan. Kasi ang oxygen kasi pumapasok sa ating bloodstream, okay, which is being supplied throughout our body with the help of the heart. Okay, the heart basically just pumps the blood, not to fall in love. Okay, only pumps blood, not to fall in love. Okay, naklaro lang ni teacher na we don't fall in love with our heart. Okay, so next system is the respiratory system. Sa respiratory system natin, ang main organ natin is ang lungs. Okay, the lungs are our main organs. Okay. Anong nangyayari dito sa respiratory system? We have the exchange of gases. What gases are we talking about? We are talking about the oxygen and carbon dioxide. So you inhale, okay, looking at the red pointer. Tingnan natin ang pointer. When you inhale, either through your nose or through your mouth, papasok yan sa ating trachea at papasok sa ating lungs, yung hangin, where oxygen will enter our bloodstream and carbon dioxide will be removed from our body system through exhaling. Okay? We inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. Okay? Yung carbon dioxide na yan, galing yan siya sa blood. Okay? These are the carbon dioxide that is being removed from the bloodstream through the vein. Okay? So, dyan yan nangyayari yung activity dito sa ating alveoli. Okay? Dyan nangyayari yung exchange of gases. The next is, oh, by the way, just to inform you, yung respiratory system kasi natin, ang pinaka-vulnerable o out of all the body systems that we have, respiratory system is the most vulnerable system because, yun na nga, it is the system which is exposed to, for example, whatever is around you. We might be able to inhale microscopic organisms such as, yan na, what's being spread as of the moment, yung virus, the coronavirus, okay? COVID-19. It will enter our body and dyan tayo nagkakasakit, okay, because of that. Just to make it clear. Okay, so next is the excretory system. Main organs are the kidneys. Okay, yan, ano bang purpose ng ating excretory system? The removal of liquid waste through peeing. Just to let you know that yung kidneys kasi natin, they filter our blood. They remove ano pa to, waste from our blood, specifically urea. Okay? And we later on remove urea from our body through peeing. Okay? Waste from the bloodstream yan. Also, sa excretory system natin, kasali na rin ang sweating. And of course, crying. Naglalabas tayo ng tears, ng sweat, mga liquid waste from our body. Okay? But it doesn't mean that you have to cry and cry. But sweat, yes. Keep sweating. Maganda yan. I should say that to myself. Okay. Then next is our nervous system. The nervous system is responsible for all the senses in our body. Okay, napaka-important niyan from our brain to our nerves through our spinal column kasi yan ang mga importante. Without our brain, without the nerves, hindi natin malalaman kung ano yung nangyayari around us. You won't be able to feel cold, you won't be able to feel emotions, wala. Or without your brain, technically you're dead. Okay? Yun ang ibig sabihin dyan. So that is one of the most important. Actually, lahat ng system naman talaga natin important. Without the lungs, you will die. Without your heart, you will basically die. Without your kidneys, you'll eventually die once it malfunctions. Although there is a solution how to keep you alive, pero wala lang, you have to spend and occasionally visit, no, para to remove your blood from your, I mean not to remove, pero it will undergo a certain procedure para lilinisin ang inyong blood. Okay. So, lahat ng body systems natin are important. And of course, ito rin isa, another one, is the muscular and skeletal systems or the musculoskeletal system. Okay, the other name for muscular and skeletal system is musculoskeletal. Okay? So, composition of bones and muscles. Without yan, ano lang mangyayari sa atin? We don't have the form. Wala tayong form, you won't be able to move. Wala kayong frame as a human being. So, in our musculoskeletal system, we have over 600 muscles, over 300 bones from newborn. Okay, if you're a newborn, we have roughly around 300 bones, and later on they tend to bind and finally form up to 206 as a full-grown adult. Okay, klaro yun? Okay. So, the system responsible on keeping the human race from being extinct. What do you mean by extinct? Yung nawawala dito sa Earth. Okay, you'll be erased here sa ating bansa. Mawawala ka. Okay. Is the reproductive system. Okay? Yan ang system that keeps the human race from being extinct. Okay. The reproductive system is responsible for producing new organisms. Both gender produce sex cells and unite through the process of fertilization. The system also produces hormones responsible for secondary gender characteristics such as beard, mustache, and broad shoulders in males, and wide hips and enlargement of breast in females. The male reproductive system. So we have the main organ of the male reproductive system are the testicles. Okay? Why? Kasi dyan nagpo-produce ang ating sperm cells for the male. Sperm cells are produced in the testicle. That's why ang testicles ang main organs of the male reproductive system. Okay. The testicles are enclosed in a loose sac called the scrotum. Ito, parang a certain layer that somehow protects it. Parang bag. Okay. And during puberty, males begin to produce sperm and sex hormones. Sperms are produced in the testicles, like what I've said earlier, but they mature in the epididymis. Okay, dyan yan sila magstay sa epididymis. It stays there as they mature. Okay. Epididymis is where sperms are temporarily stored. Okay, dyan nag-store yung sperm. Mature sperms travel through the vas deferens. Okay, mature sperms travel through the vas deferens. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing things right. If I made a mistake in pronunciation, uh, please forgive me for that. I-correct lang natin. Okay, and we have the prostate gland and seminal vesicles are the ones responsible. Yan sila. Okay? Sila ang responsible for releasing fluid to nourish and lubricate the sperm. So parang nadadagdagan sila along the process. The moment that the sperm cells will pass through the vas deferens, dyan na yan siya, a certain fluid will be added. And the purpose of the fluid is to nourish and lubricate the sperms. Okay, I might ask that in the future sa mga quizzes natin. And the mixture of fluid and sperms is called a semen. Okay? Not semen, but semen. Okay. Just to take note, yung mga nire-red ko, that I tend to change the font color to red, these are the important things that you should put in mind. Okay? Yan ang mga kailangan nyong ilagay sa inyong mind. Okay. The penis is important in both reproduction and urination. Again, the pronunciation of that word is penis, not penis. Okay, penis refers to like the coins that they use in America. Okay, the word is supposed to be pronounced as penis, not penis. Okay, the urethra is where both semen and urine pass through. Yan, this connection that leads out throughout the penis nga. Okay, this one, the urethra. Okay. Bladder is where urine is stored before exiting our body. Ureter is a tube connecting the kidneys to the bladder. Okay, just to give you an information regarding the bladder and the ureter, they are not mainly part of the male reproductive system. They belong to the excretory system. Okay, yung sa kidneys. Okay. Males experience a phenomenon known as nocturnal emission or wet dreams. Nocturnal emission occurs at night. When a male's body releases semen during sleep, it is when a male's body releases semen during sleep. Okay. It occurs at night. That's why the term nocturnal kasi refers to something that has something to do with night. Gabi. Nocturnal yan. Okay. This is a normal reaction to the body's development of a male. Okay. So male lang yan. Okay, we now have the female reproductive system. The main organs of the female reproductive system are the ovaries. Ito. 1, 2. We have 2. Unlike the testicles, the ovaries are located inside the pelvic cavity. Okay, unlike the testicles, kasi ang testicles, they are not located inside. They are, needless to say, nandyan lang sa labas. Okay. So going to the next definition, the ovaries produce egg cells that remain immature until puberty. Okay, nandyan lang yan sa ovaries. And during puberty, an ovary normally produces a mature egg or ovum or an ovum each month. Okay? Okay, I just want to go back to the pronunciation of the term earlier. This is pronounced as epididymis. Okay? I'm sorry for that mispronunciation earlier. I'll make it clear. The pronunciation is epididymis. Okay, thank you. Apologize for that. Okay. So next is, there are 2 fallopian tubes which connect the ovaries to the uterus. Okay? Connected yan ang ating ovaries going to the inside of the uterus. Okay, the space, the hollow space inside. Kasi you'll tell me, teacher, it's also connected here. Pero hindi yan siya passageway. Okay? Unlike the fallopian tubes nga. Okay? Passageway yan, ang fallopian tubes. When the egg cell matures, it travels to the fallopian tube. Okay? Nagta-travel sa fallopian tube and it stays there. Okay? The egg cell will stay there. A sperm cell unites with the egg cell in the fallopian tube and forms a single cell called zygote. Okay? Magta-travel kasi yan ng sperm. Papasok yan sa ating female reproductive system and will meet with the ano ba tong ating egg cell. Okay, as far as I remember, I included you with this topic last school year, and I hope you can still remember yung video that I showed you that sperm traveling inside the female reproductive system. Okay, a zygote is the union of the sperm cell and egg cell, also known as the fertilized ovum. Okay, klaro ba? Again, yung mga that I turned to red, no? Also, this one, yung mga binobold ko yung color. So, please, I mean, yung font rather. Take note of that. Thank you. From the fallopian tube, the zygote will travel to the uterus or also known as the womb ito. Okay. Once magfo-form na nga, magmi-meet yung egg cell at saka yung sperm cell and later on will be fertilized, it will then continue to travel to the womb or the uterus. Okay, the uterus is a hollow, pear-shaped organ where the developing embryo normally stays for 9 months, or roughly around 38 to 42 weeks. The layer of tissue around the uterus is called an endometrium. Okay, the endometrium. Okay, it's the layer of tissue around the uterus. The endometrium builds up in preparation for implantation of the zygote. Okay? The lining of the uterus is shed if no pregnancy occurs, okay, leading to menstruation. Okay, that will be one of our topics as well. Later on topics natin yan. Okay, we are learning about puberty for this lesson. The narrow outer end of the uterus is called the cervix. Ito. Which leads to a broader canal, which is called the vagina. Okay? Ito na. The vagina is the opening to the internal part of the female reproductive system. Yan na lahat. It is also where sperm cells enter the female reproductive system and also serves as the passageway of the baby during birth. Okay? So if you observe, mas marami tayong mga information na nakuha for this lesson compared to last year. Okay? Mas maraming mga terms and other mga parts rin, mga important parts natin. Okay? So pero similar lang. Technically, the main point, the main thought of the lesson are basically just the same. Okay? Parehas lang lahat. Okay? So if you have any questions or clarification, kindly message na lang sa akin sa Messenger kasi like what I've said, you basically are very quiet. Yung grade 5, napaka-quiet nyo talaga. Okay, so anyway, yun lang, just message me if you have any clarification regarding the topic. Ask for help or whatever. Okay? So that's it. That's the end of our topic lesson, rather.